What's up, Tutio? How you doing, sir? How you doing, Burnouts? Memphis, how are you? Why am I not getting any info on Restream? Hang on, let me relaunch Restream real quick. Apologies, fellas. Apologies. What the fudge? What the fudge? Okay, let's see if this is working, because I am not seeing any of the text show up in the main window of the YouTubes. Let's do a test, shall we? Okay, sure. Let's do a test. The test has begun. What did I just do? Hey, Jaffe, watching stream during my 9th class. Night Owl, what do you mean? Where are you, sir? They're remaking Blood. Are they really? Cool. How are the Harry Potter movies? Man, you know, I keep thinking I should love the whole Harry Potter experience more than I do, and I might sit down over Christmas break and try to read one of the books. Give me a second, you guys. I'm trying to figure out why the YouTube text is not popping up in the restream, and I may need to reset that, but sit tight. Am I going to play Red Dead? No, I'm playing 4 games today. In fact, let me set a timer. Hang on. Set timer for 4:35.
I can't set the timer for a specific.
You know what I mean.
Okay, I set your timer.
It is amazing how much smarter and better, not just better at understanding words, but at understanding what you're trying to communicate that Alexa is than Siri. Siri's horrible, horrible. Harry Potter put you to sleep, T2, huh? Well, thank you, Mr. Ed Carr. I did get a haircut. I was just getting tired of it, man. It was just getting crazy. All right, let me see what's going on. Hang on. Let me launch this again. I apologize. Hold tight, fellas. And bear with me. I sure would appreciate it if you would, because I need to make sure that your chat is appearing on... And then we will get started. We have 4 games to play today, fellas. I usually don't do game streams, but we are doing one today, because I just wasn't in the mood to do a proper stream, and there's a lot of games that I do want to try out. We're going to try out Dusk for sure. Hang on. I think it is only picking up YouTube. Fantasy is definitely not my thing, Tutio. What is your favorite genre, sir? Okay, this should come through on Twitch. Will I sign your copy of Twisted 3? I'll sign it. I didn't work at all on Twisted 3. I think I literally took a single meeting regarding Twisted Metal 3, and that was it. But, you know, if you want me to sign it, there's info on our Discord and on the Twitch channel about how to send me stuff if you would like me to sign it. If you follow those directions explicitly, because I have horrible ADHD. And if you don't send me a prepackaged thing, you ain't getting your fucking shit back, because I just don't have the I do not have the discipline to actually get that shit done. Crime thrillers you like. Okay. No, not Dust. No, Hunter. This is called Dusk. It is one of the best goddamn games of the fucking year. And it's quite phenomenal. Sit tight, fellas. I'm really sorry about this. It was working earlier. It'll just take a quick moment. But it's important, because that way we can all chat together. And that's the only way to do it. It's the only way to do it. Otherwise, what's the point? Otherwise, what are you doing here? What are you doing with your fucking life? If you can't chat with your pals, if you can't chat in real time, what's the point? Am I right? Yeah, you know I'm right. Okay, hang on. Test. But then right when I was about to stream, I saw this game called Gris. Oh, I have played Dusk, old kid Newman. It's quite fucking phenomenal. I adore it. Why can't I get... I don't want that... Oh, God, the interface is so shitty sometimes, Twitter. Come on, Twitter. I don't speedrun, sir. I'm not a fan of the speedrun. Life is suffering. Huh. Yeah, I mean, it can be. It can be. That's not untrue. That's not untrue. I think the trick is to figure out how to get a blend. Okay, so Restream sees everything. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to launch chat one more time. Come on, Restream. Make this work for Papa Jaffe. Don't fucking bring all these nice folk here to our digital abode and then not work for him? Come on. Come on. Uninitialized. It is not seeing. Get 100% completion. No, thank you. Desire is the path to suffering. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Life is suffering, desire, attachment. Absolutely. Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to... Okay. Okay. Wait a minute. There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay. It's working. Somebody type something in the YouTube and in the Twitch. Okay. There you are, you cock. That's hogwash. Okay, this is shit. Okay, it's loading slowly. Okay, hang on. Hang on. Now let's just see if I can get the proper... You guys, I am so sorry. This can't be fun for you. It's like, really, Jaffe? I showed up to your fucking stream. While we're doing this, ask me any questions you want. I'll answer whatever the fuck you want. Rob, I'm glad you're here too, sir. I am always glad when you're here. Rob is one of our phenomenal mods, if you do not know. There we go. There we go. And without, I mean, I'll tell you, I started doing streams and I'm like, I don't need mods. I can mod myself. No. No fucking way, fellas. These motherfuckers make this shit work. They make it fly. They make it survivable. Okay, I think we're in business now. Let me close this window. Let me let the chat catch up. Life is actually pretty strange. Okay, fuck minimalism. No way, man. Minimalism has saved my life. I love minimalism. Okay. Okay. So I think we're catching up. Mr. Edcar. Okay, here's a game recommendation. It's called I'm Scared. It's an indie horror title that breaks the fourth wall in a unique way. Yeah, I'll look into it. Absolutely. Noticed you don't have a sub option on Twitch. Any particular reason, old kid Newman? Well, I don't think I have a good enough stream yet, sir. That's just the goddamn truth. I want to get better at it before I start asking people for their hard-earned money. Don't get me wrong. I'd love to make money doing the streams, but it's just, this is what I'd like to call early access. This is what I'd like to call a minimal viable product. Is that how they say it in free-to-play worlds? It's a minimal viable product, but once it gets going... I ain't a fool. I would love to monetize this fucker, but I want to wait until it's good. RoboCop says, I've been loving the streams lately. Been a great pastime. Cool, man. I love hearing that. Thank you, man. Okay. If I had to share a prison cell with Sweet Tooth or Kratos, who would it be? That's a great question. I would probably go with Kratos, because Kratos would find a way out. I think Sweet Tooth would just be like, fucking awesome. Let's murder some son of a bitches here in the jail. Okay, so let us now go to our game camera, which is this. The phone line is open if you want to call me. In the meantime, let me run the first game that we shall be playing today. Now, tell me how the volume is, fellas. This is called Gris. It's a new game that just came out today. Delicioso. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that very, very much. I think it just came out today. Whenever I'm playing this on my DS4, I end up with weird sounds. So if you can't hear it, let me know and I'll do my best to make it work. Yeah, this is the alpha stream, Rob, for sure. Okay, so let's just fucking watch this for a moment and get ourselves into the mood of what this is. And let me know if you can hear the music and all that stuff. No problem, Hogwash. Welcome back from your poo vacation. Where is Stig? The last I heard, Stig is over at, I think, Infinity Ward, right? Working on their Star Wars game. I think that's what he's up to. How awesome would it be if you did commentary on all God of War games? Oh my god, I think I would go insane. Hogwash says this is going to be a soy game, isn't it? I'm kind of thinking it is. But I have action games lined up. This is just the appetizer. We got this. We got an adventure game my friend's working on. We have a really cool shooter, and then we're going to go to Dusk. So... he was very bold and bald. He was bald, that's for sure. When does the gameplay happen? Let me tell you something. I don't want to be a dick. I am almost certain. Come on, Jaffe. Can't you just be nice? It's not that I'm not trying to be nice. Like, I'm almost certain that the reason you see a number of credits at the beginning of movies is because of Writers Guild and DGA and Screen Actors Guild. I'm almost certain there are above-the-line union rules that demand certain people appear at a certain runtime of the movie. Now, I could be wrong, and some movies get around it. However, let me just tell you that the minute I see credits in a game where I can't interact is the minute I start to go, oh, it's arty-farty. It's like, look, man, I didn't come here to watch the credits. I don't need explosions and action scenes, but... Ugh. Okay, whatever. You can barely hear me. Well... Okay, hang on. Can you guys hear me? Is it only one guy? The game is too loud. Okay, hang on. Alright, tell me if that is better. No, the whole game seems quality. I'm just saying that whenever you have credits like that at the beginning, it feels a little bit... Well, yeah, James says I'm willing to sacrifice 30 seconds. It's not that I'm not willing to sacrifice 30 seconds. It's more that it's indicative of, like, what do you think the developer wants out of you? What do you want? What's the consciousness behind that choice of going, let's put the credits here? Like, what is it just seems pure ego. It doesn't seem like a genuine choice made on the part of someone who's like, I have the gamer in mind only. Okay, so how's the audio? How's the audio, fellas? I'm talking and I'm also playing. Can you hear what I'm saying, fellas? It says it's trying to be old Hollywood. I think new Hollywood does it too. The game is real quiet. Okay, but you can at least hear me now. Okay, so she's falling down a lot. Maybe she's drunk. This is a game that Minnie will love. My daughter may actually love this game. I can tell you my gut. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play this game for about 30 minutes. I'm going to do a review. And I'm going to do reviews every 10 minutes. My initial response is it's arty-farty and I'm not going to like it. Okay, so I'd say it's a 2 out of 10. It's a 2 out of 10 right now. Here we go. Catch me. Let's hook back up in 10 minutes and see if the score has changed. Right now I'm just running. Right now I'm running all arty-farty. The art style's nice. It's pretty to look at. There's no goddamn... You can't argue that. It's a beautiful fucking looking game so far. Minimalist, nice character design, nice animation, nice execution. Yeah. Old kid says knee-jerk, half-cocked reviews. I'm all in. Exactly. There's nothing I don't like about the world and the art style. I just have a feeling we got an arty-farty title on our hands, kids. That's what I feel. And you know how I feel about fucking arty-farty. Okay. Here we go. What the fuck is that? You see that little rock walking? Look at those fucking things moving. Look, I'm supposed to go, ooh, what's the story behind that? I'm so cynical. I don't mean to be cynical. It's just that's my response. Okay, here we go. I don't like how I don't like how tiny it just got. Well, I'm not that fucking judgy. Blow it up. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Come on, lady. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go find the rest of your Journey cosplay outfit, which is clearly what you're going for here. All right, here we go. I liked Journey. And by the way, you're saying it's a 2D walking simulator. I actually love walking simulators when the stories are good. You might be surprised to find I'm not this guy who's just like, oh, fuck art games. I love genuine art games that have something unique to say. The things that drive me crazy are the games that want to be artistic and they just sort of they're so full of arty tropes that it's clear they don't really have anything unique to say. They're just kind of saying what's been said before, and they're doing it kind of in tropey ways, and they're expecting to sort of, you know, get accolades, of which the critics seem happy to give them. I wish I could see a critic one day who said, I know what this game's trying to do. It's a noble thing it's trying to do, but you know what? Just because you're noble in your intentions, the execution is the most important thing. Again, I'm not knocking this game. I'm just saying that so far, it feels like it's going to be that kind of game. But I'll shut up for a moment and let's see what kind of game it actually is. Other than beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. No doubt. What art games do you like? Leo, almost every year my favorite game is an artistic game. Gone Home was my favorite game of the year. The year before that, I think it was called 30 Flights of Loving was my favorite game of the year. After that, I love games. Hang on, my foot's caught up in the cord. I love games that are really about something interesting that I haven't seen games deal with before. But I actually have great annoyance at games that, you know, like Dusk, I don't think is trying to do anything that hasn't been done before, which we'll see in a little bit. It's just doing what has been done before beautifully and so much fun. I'd rather have that than a game that's basically trying to do something really unique, but ultimately it hasn't really gone through the work at an emotional or an intellectual level to actually figure out what it's trying to say. But this is cool so far. I mean, I'm talking at this point more philosophically. I'm not knocking this game yet. Maybe I never will. Maybe this will be my favorite game of the year. Certainly cool. I think there's also kind of just this, I'm just kind of tired of this. Again, it's this kind of very tropey, ethereal world, girl kind of, it's very, that game from Sony, it's kind of bound, it's very abstract and ethereal, and you hear the wind and the slight music on the soundtrack, and it just feels like I've been there, done that over and over and over. Hey, it's Jaffe. What's up, man? Can you guys hear the caller? I cannot hear the caller. No. Can you guys hear the caller, anybody?
Hi.
Oh, there you are. Hey, what's up, man?
And,
are you there?
hello?
Hey, what's up, man? Hello? Caller, are you there? Can you hear me?
Sorry, I think it's internet connection on this or something.
Okay, see you, man. Thanks for calling. Wah, wah, wah. Sorry. All right. All right, here we go. What's happening? Cutscene. Hey, Rob, are you watching? Can you call in and just make sure the phones are working and the audio is working? If you get a minute, I would appreciate it. Playing a game while reading chat and talking on the phone. This is going to be a disaster. Could be. Could be, fellas. Any movies coming out that I want to see? I'm thinking. What the fuck was that? Achievement unlocked. Red. Oh, how artistic. Oh my god, I'm the wrong audience for this game. It just tries so hard. And if you want to evoke these emotions in me, you got to work harder. I think what it is it's very manipulative. It's very obvious what it's trying to do and where it's trying to get its art points from, and none of them so far feel interesting or unique. It just feels like very been there, done that. But it's wonderfully executed. I'll give it that. It's very clear somebody has played Journey. Metal Gamer, what's wrong? If you don't let yourself buy into it, then you won't enjoy it, says Sean Bean. Not true. I've never bought that. It is not my job as the audience, as the customer, to will myself into having a good time. Totally not true. A good entertainment product will grab you by the fucking balls and say, pay attention to me and fall in love with me. And otherwise, the user should not have to do that work. That's not my job. Hey, it's Jaffe. What's up?
Delicioso.
Hello? Are you there? Who's on the call? Can anybody hear me? Hello?
Can
I can hear you. Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Folks are having their numbers shown on Twitch by your Skype program. Let's see. When I go to this, if the phone, why am I not getting calls? Rob, are you still watching? Let me see if this is working. Hang on. Okay, so when I go to that, why are you? Hey, it's Jaffe. What's up?
Hey, okay, I don't think you can hear me, but
I can hear you fine. Can you hear me?
The number on the screen now.
What's that? Can you hear me? Yeah, I don't know why that's not working. I bet you know what it is. I bet it's this goddamn DualShock. Okay, I'm gonna turn off the phone for now, and then what I'll do is when we play the other games that don't require the DualShock, it'll be fine. The problem is when I have to plug the headphones into the DualShock, it fucks everything up. But the other games that we're going to play are all keyboard control, so we'll be fine. But for now, let's just play and talk on the chat, shall we? I'm using a DS4 as my audio device only for this, because it's the only way I can play this game with a controller. Come on, game. What do you think the logic is behind this? Like, I mean, here's what I think. Here's what I honestly think. I'm gonna be. Oh, come on. Here's what I think. I think game critics and game journalists have done more harm to the video game industry than any bad game that's been released in the past 10 years, because they do not know how to be proper critics. They do not know how to write about art. They have their own agenda when it comes to wanting to sell the concept of games as being artistic endeavors, and in that, they affect young developers, and they affect developers who are easily swayed and easily influenced because they're young and just getting started. And they don't, a good game critic would be out there saying, I mean, a good game critic would look at a book like Ralph Koster's Theory of Fun and understand that all gameplay is abstraction. And all of this stuff that you're looking at right now is simply window dressing that has nothing to do with what the core game is. And instead, you're going to have critics going, oh my God, it's brilliant, it's brilliant, it's brilliant. And you have game developers going, well, I want to make a hit game. I want to make an artistic game. I want to have the accolades and the applause. And I understand that, the applause, sorry. But if critics don't tear this game apart, if this game doesn't change from what I've experienced so far, and it might, by the way, I'm just starting. You got to give a goddamn game a chance. But so far I'm playing this and I'm going, at a pure abstraction level of design and of gameplay, who is this for? This is just boring. The exploration's not interesting. Nothing's really happening mechanically. Now again, it may be better. It may get better. I didn't say it was an 8 or a 9, Hogwash. Are people giving this reviews? It's showing the number on stream. It's showing my number on stream. Right? I get that, but what I want it to show my number on stream so people can call me. It's not showing your number on stream, is it? Websites are giving this 8 and 9s. Well, shame on them. Again, I'm only 10 minutes in. Okay, good. IGN gave it a 6.5. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, the art's great. The world design is great. Absolutely. Okay, good. Good for IGN then. Good for IGN. This game is the Dark Souls of boring. Hey, Jaffe, I was the first caller. I wanted to say I love your games. Thank you, sir, on behalf of all of us who make them. It's been an inspiration for me as an artist-writer. I wanted to ask you how you feel about Japanese games. I don't really think about games as Japanese games. I just think about games. And so there are plenty of games from Japan that come out that I adore. The last one I can think of right off the top of my head is Resident Evil 7 on PSVR. But I don't really kind of put it that way. I don't really think of games as their terror. I mean, back in the day, you could say, oh, this is a very Japanese-y game. But I think that's kind of, oh, Jesus. This is pure ego. This is pure ego so far. This is pure look at me, ma, I'm making art. I'm sorry. It's true. To me, it's true. It may not be true to you. Okay, gameplay. Okay, at least there's some platforming. What's that thing do? Nothing. Okay. The world is cool. So this is the effects of cocaine. Yeah. This is like half a game. It looks unfinished. It might be early access. To be fair to this game, it could be early access. I don't know. I mean, at least Journey was a game. It was a very simple game, but you had to wander the environment and kind of figure out how to activate. Basically, it was a Switch exploration and activation game, like at its core. That's what you got to do, man. You got to learn game design. You want to make games, you got to fucking understand the principles of game design. You're certainly not going to get it from the critics. They're not going to fucking help you out. Although it's good to see IGN saw through this facade. It's nice art painting, though. Okay, I get it. It's windy. Like, again, think about it for a moment. What gameplay value, what gameplay nutritional need is being met at this point? I get it. I walk X number of feet and wind happens. It's not challenging me. I'm not having to learn the pattern of the wind. It's just kind of like, okay, wind happens. And then I wait, and then I keep going. Nothing is happening in this game. Really? Really? Yeah, I thought Inside, somebody said this is like a faster version of Limbo. Limbo wasn't my cup of tea. Inside was one of my favorite games of last year. I thought it was brilliant. I thought Inside did more regularly what Detroit Become Human does sometimes, but when a game is actually capable of mixing the play mechanics along with the narrative and they become the same thing, it's fucking awesome. Hey, it's Jaffe. I don't know if the phones are working right now. I don't think they are. All right, let me take this number off the screen. 1 second, fellas. God damn it, Jaffe. I'll figure it out later.
Sorry.
Jaffe, you may need to set your DS4. I'm done playing with the DS. As soon as this game's over, I'm going back to my mouse and keyboard. So there's this is a temporary thing, and I can't fathom I'll be playing this game for much longer. We had a conversation last night on the stream about returning video games. This is definitely a game I will be returning to Steam. And again, if I would have downloaded this from a bunch of other, if I would have downloaded this when it comes out on PSN, it's like, yeah, you're shit out of luck. And it's like, fuck you. That's why I'm going. Any game I can buy on Steam now, I'm buying on Steam, because the fucking return policy. Why would I buy this game or any game anywhere but Steam if I can't try it out first? That's the most ridiculous thing in the world. Ridiculous. Yes, I know it's windy. I get it. I get it, you guys. I get it. Okay, hang on. This game was born from 2X Ubisoft employees. Is that right? Are you kidding? Did I play Bloodborne? I liked it. I liked Bloodborne, but it was too hard for me, truth be told. But I thought it was very cool. There's a chance if you tab out, it's possible to grab the window and drag it over. Oh, shit. At least it should knock me off the fucking rock. Okay, I get it. Guys, come on. Please stop. Go. Ugh. And this is actually from Devolver. I think Devolver's a great fucking publisher. I love those guys. But this game is not great. It seems you're collecting enough orbs, they create bridges. Yeah, that's right. I have not been to Gris, no. I mean, the world is super cool. I'll give it that. Cool art, cool concepts. Boring as fuck video game. Really? Stop. Stop. I don't give a fuck. Alright, well, there's a puzzle. That's good. Alright, at least something to think about. You're just going on... I mean, I don't know. I have no idea what this game is. Are you having a regular stream later? Tomorrow. Today I'm just doing a game stream. But again, I'll talk about whatever you want. I mean, I don't have anything planned to talk about today. But if there's anything that you're interested in talking about, we can absolutely talk about it while I'm gaming. The games I'm playing after this don't require this much concentration. I honestly just don't know what the fuck this game is. So I'm kind of paying attention because I'm like, what do I do? But this is getting really old for me. And is it just me? I mean, when you see this game, are you guys watching this going, dude, no, this is fucking awesome. And really interesting. Like, I'm sure some people love this shit. But I just find it really gross. Really try hard. Which I find gross. Does Jaffe have an opinion on what happened between Kojima and Konami? I don't have an opinion. That's over in, that's Ipabad. But that's mostly because, okay, I'm holding X. Wait, not, oh. Okay. That's mostly, though, because, okay, that's cool. That's mostly because I don't think we're really privy to that. I mean, all we really know are the rumors, but I think, from what I understand, they treated him pretty poorly. And so I don't like that. Hey, it's Jaffe. What's up? Yeah, the calls aren't going to work right now. I'm not even worrying about the calls right now. We'll do the calls after this game. Journey had a bit of puzzling to it. Some of it was crappy, but at least it made you think. Yeah, no, I mean, Journey was much more... Journey, I mean, look, I sat with those guys when they worked on Flower, which is one of my favorite games of all time. And I remember they were trying to figure out... They had the emotional vision down first. And they were spending a lot of time trying to figure out, okay, the emotional vision and the visual vision of this game is great, but what are we actually asking the player to do that's engaging at a mechanics level? And they struggled with that for a while. And Journey wasn't as much of a struggle, but it's because as a developer, they had kind of learned the basics of gameplay, which is you got to give the player something engaging to do, even if you're going for a minimalist approach. And in this particular game, that's just not really happening. This is just kind of like, look at my art, look at my world, look at my vision. I could have made an animated cartoon. I could have made a painting. But I'd rather do this because, you know, maybe it was easier to get funding. I couldn't tell you why. I couldn't tell you why. Yeah, Flower, I think, is a phenomenal fucking game. Flower is one of the few games that actually did make me feel... I'm not going to be like, oh, I cried. Not that I have a problem with crying. I cry at everything. But I've never cried in a video game. But Flower was the game that brought me closest to tears. Absolutely. That's good. Okay, can I use the smash thing to keep the wind from blowing me around? I don't know. Let's find out. Hey, look at that. Good idea. That's some cool gameplay. That's pretty cool. I never would have thought of that. Credit where credit is due, fellas. Boring as shit. I did not like Journey more than Flower, Macho. I know a lot of people did. But I did not. I thought Flower was a better game. Better experience. Yeah, the art in this game is fantastic. The art direction is fantastic. Lio, what kind of books do you want a recommendation on? Fiction or non-fiction? You're welcome for the nightmares on behalf of all of us who made it. Is this game an allegory for menstruation? I don't know. I don't know what it's an allegory for. I'm sure it's an allegory for something. Otherwise, what are they going to talk to the press about when they want to make themselves sound like really important artistic people? And I'm not a cynic, guys. I'm not. I love art. I love artists. I love museums. I love philosophy. I'm tired of the easy swings for the fences of art. Art should surprise you. Art should challenge you. Art should make you go, holy fuck, I didn't see that coming. I see this coming a mile away. It's offensive. At a fundamental level, it's offensive. Because it wants to call itself art. But in essence, in essence, it's wearing the trappings of art. It's not really art. I would say one of the best fiction books I've read recently is called Dark Matter, which is a science fiction novel about alternate realities and pocket universes. It's quite phenomenal. And then I've been reading Tools of the Titans from Tim Ferriss, which I guess is more of a kind of a self-helpy advice book. So I don't know, non-fiction-wise, I'm reading a book right now about TED Talks and the qualities that lots of TED Talks have. My favorite nonfiction book of all time is a book by a secular monk called Pema Chodron, and the book is called When Things Fall Apart, which I think is just a phenomenal book. This game is called what is this called? Gris, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna give this 2 more minutes, and then I'm gonna give it a knee-jerk rating, and then I'm gonna turn it off, and we will play something else. I will definitely get my money back for this. I have no desire to play this more than I'm already playing it. I think if you're looking for an art director for your next game, though, somebody give this person a call. This game looks amazing. It's beautiful. It's minimalist. It's got an amazing world it's created. It's boring as fuck. And it's not just boring as fuck, it's pretentious as fuck. There needs to be a term like Oscar bait. Yeah, totally. What do you think of Night in the Woods? Believe it or not, I've not played Night in the Woods. I hear it's great. I haven't played it, though. Okay, this is cool. At least a new visual. Let's keep going just for a minute and see what this looks like. That's such a pretty game. Such a pretty game. You gotta give credit there. Oh, I thought she was gonna walk into her vagina. Yes, that's where my mind went. How dare you, Jaffe? This is artistic.
You see, art. Yes.
Look, I don't care. She's got her legs there. I'm walking in between her legs. It looks like I'm about to go orally pleasure a giantess. What do you want from me? That's where my mind goes. Fuck you. Here's the deal. I'm almost 50 years old. That's where my mind will always go. I'm glad that you're, you know, yes, I'm a little pissed. I'm so tired of people being such snobs. I'm so tired of people, because I think it's an act. That's the truth. I think it's an act. All these people who act like, oh, that's so crass, Jaffe. Really? Really? Fuck you. Fuck you. It's not crass. And if it is, fuck you. I don't give a shit. Let me be crass. You go be boring. Does the puzzle have to do with the mirror world? I don't know. I wasn't even aware I was in a puzzle. I don't even know why that just happened. You bet Reset Era loves this game. Hogwash, please go find out and let me know if Reset Era loves this game. It would not surprise me. My nemesis over at Reset Era. You know what's funny? This guy over on Reset Era says to me, he's talking about, this was like last week, he's talking to me about some kind of, he's like, I don't believe you, Jaffe, you're wrong, blah, blah. And I said, well, why don't you jump on my stream? Let's talk about it. Let's have a discussion. And you would have thought like I was calling out like the fucking Pope. Like, it's like, do you know who you're talking to, Jaffe? This is this guy on Reset Era who makes all of these threads and stuff. That's like what he does. He makes like 5 threads a day. He's very busy. He's very important here at Reset Era. He's not going to talk to you. I'm like, dude, it's a fucking internet forum. I don't give a fuck how many posts he makes. It's not a fucking job. He's a guy on a forum that was asking me a question. I said, let's get on the microphone and talk about it. Oh, Jaffe, that's almost blasphemous that you would actually call him out and think he wants to talk to you. All right. Gris means gray in Spanish. Okay, well, that's what this means. Yeah, Reset Era is serious business. It really is. Okay. You can tell I'm not that engaged because I can look away from the game and still play it. Oh, come on, guys. And that's the thing, fellas. I get a lot of shit about it because I consider myself an aficionado of art and of philosophy. To the point that I take the shit out of stuff that masks and tries to convince you it's art and philosophical, but it's just tropey. But a lot of the pros will be like, oh, you're so crass. Maybe that's what it is. I'm real sensitive to that. Because I'm like, I'm not crass. I'm just honest. I'm just honest, and I wish you were honest too, instead of like coming all over something just because it's wearing the clothes of artistry. It's obnoxious. I don't quite know how to get those things. It does look like a poor man's journey. I'm with you. This section's a lot more fun and engaging than the last section, I will say. God damn it. Can I not go down those steps? Why can't I go down there? Is this game art, or is it trying to tell you it's art? It feels like it wants to be seen as art. I am excited for Cyberpunk, yes. It feels like it desperately wants to be art. And that's what I'm pushing back against. It feels very forced to me. Which I don't like. My brain does not like that. My brain takes great offense at such things. Yeah, I have played Doom. I liked it, Metal Wave. I didn't finish it. Okay, this is better so far. That's cool. I dig it. That's cool. Yay. Yay, something fresh. That's cool. Jaffe's brain is happy now. Jaffe's brain has become happy. Now you could say, well, Jaffe, you should have patience. I don't want to have patience. I'm the customer. I'm not looking to have patience. Entertain me. Engage me right away. I'm serious. I'm not even being an asshole. But this is better for sure. Have I already been over there? I think I've already been over there, right? I have not played Middle Earth, no. Didn't I already do this? All right. All right. I mean, this is cool. All right, I get it. I'm done. Okay. Let's move on. We're going to play another game. You know, I don't know. I don't know. Chances are. Oh, wait a minute. This is I got to read you the Kotaku review. Hang on, that Hogwash just sent me. Let's see if we can get this working first. Let's see if we can make this work now. Hang on. Because all the other games are keyboard and will not require my Okay. All right. Okay. So now, can you guys still hear me? And would somebody mind calling on the phone? I would appreciate it. That will let me know if all the phones are back up, and then we will bring in another game. Hogwash, this is from Kotaku. He says, I don't normally shed tears when a video game ends. I hardly ever pause in the middle of a playthrough to appreciate a clever game mechanic. I do stop to listen to game music, but it's rare I spend minutes trying to get gameplay and soundtrack to sync in order to recreate a perfect moment. All of these things happened during the 4 hours I spent completing Gris. Okay, I'm sorry. So this person said they cried after they played Gris. Okay. Kevin Meyer says, I just got my period from watching that. What would I rate that game? Okay, that's a great question. What would I rate that game? I would rate... Hang on, let me get the call. Let me see if this is working. Let's see if our phones are working. Hey, it's Jaffe. Can you hear me? What the fuck is going on with the fucking phones, man? Hang on. Let me get the phone. Let me reset that. Hang on. I would rate that game if I had to give it a rating right now.
Don't think it's working, man.
I would rate that game as a 6 is what I would say. I think a 6 is fair. I think the art of that game is utterly fucking brilliant. The art style of that game is brilliant. It is impressive. But I think as a straight up game, I think it's boring as fuck. I think there's some interesting mechanics, but not really my cup of tea. I'd give it a 6. I'd give it a 6 out of 10. If it wasn't for the art, if I'm just voting gameplay, I'd give it a 3 out of 10. Hey, Rob, call one more time. Okay, let's see why this might work out. Hey, it's Jaffe. Can you hear me? Hello. Hang on. Sorry, fellas. I'll get this working in just a second. I will get it working in just a teeny tiny second. I promise you I will. It's one of them days, folks. One of them days.
Hello?
I think it's because this Gris thing is still running, too. Get out of my computer, Gris. Go away. I will always rate average movies a 6 and good ones an 8 or a 9. Okay. Brilliant art. I think the art style is brilliant, Ryan. I think the art style is really, really fucking good. I think the art direction is really, really good. Remember when BioWare hired a lady that never worked on a game and made a film called I Hate Men? No, but I mean, she has a right to make a movie called I Hate Men. Test. You guys can hear me now, right? Hello? It's Jaffe. Can't seem to get anything working today. All right, I'm going to stop for a minute and think. What could be happening? What could be happening that is wrong? Okay. The mic is going into the computer, fellas.
Well,
The
still not working, I guess.
audio, somebody is talking, but that's not coming through the stream for some reason. Shut Steam off. Steam? Not the stream. Okay, Steam is gone. Can you guys hear this? Yeah, I'm not able to hear any of my sounds. That's what the problem is. Okay. That's what the fucking problem is. I think it was this DS4 thing. This fucked me up. Here's what I'm going to do, guys. We have 3 games we're going to play. We're going to play this game called... what are we playing today? We're playing the indie game Legend. We're playing the Puppet of TERSA, and we're playing DUSK. I am going to kill the stream, and I'm going to reboot the stream. I'll be back online in literally a matter of moments. Like, as quick as this takes to reboot and fire it back up. I'll be right back.